Hi everyone, I'm Cindy Whitney, welcoming you to this episode of Discovering Laguna Woods. I'm very excited because we've recently returned from attending some of the events in the 16th Annual Village Games. Overall, there are 22 events in the games in which 349 athletes participate depending on different age divisions. We're going to be highlighting 3 of them today. We're going to do indoor pickleball, we're going to do table tennis, and bocce ball. We're going to observe some of the play, we're going to interview some of the competitors, and we're going to find out why the Village Games are so important to our community. We're heading over to the courts right now. Come and join us, won't you? Let's go. And here we are in the table tennis room where we're talking to Len Hauer, and we're going to be looking at the mixed doubles match today. Hi Len, how are you?
Okay, just fine.
And tell me what your role is here for this event.
I'm the tournament director of the club and the director of the Village Games, which is run through Golden Rain rather than through our club.
Okay, so as director, are you choosing people, or how are the people chosen, and how are they ranked for this event?
For mixed doubles, people should enter with a partner. Unfortunately, I think there were 11 more men than women entering, so they cannot play in a mixed doubles event. And I have fixed up some people with partners, but there are 11 people I couldn't do. So they choose their own partners, and they are ordered by age. I'm using the combination ages to order them from youngest to oldest, and 4 in each group. We have 16 teams, and on each table there will be 4 teams, and 3 of them get medals.
And the last team, not so much?
Not so much.
Okay. Well, so how do they qualify? I mean, is there a qualifying event?
No. Anyone who wants to enter pays their fee to Golden Rain and plays.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
great. So I'm assuming, I'm watching some of these players, and you really cannot even see the ball sometimes because it's moving so quickly. Do some of these folks come here? Have they come here to Laguna Woods prepared for this, that they've been playing table tennis all their lives?
Some of us have been playing for all their lives, yeah. I've been playing in tournaments since 1979, but some people play when they're kids and then show up at age 65 and say, I think I'm going to play ping pong again. And we do have beginners classes for such people on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Oh, so is there a training person, and there's a training class?
Yes. Robbie Weaver does a wonderful job with the beginners, and they have an awful lot of fun, yeah.
Oh, that's great. And you said this room is very large, and it goes around the corner in the back, and we'll show that you can come in and you can play with a robot?
Yep, we have 9 tables plus 2 tables that have robots, so that it will feed you balls with varying spins so that you can practice whatever you need to practice.
Now, I know there are a lot of spins, different types of serves, different types of spins, back spins and side spins and cork spins, all these different things.
Yep.
And so you're able to learn that in your play, or do you learn that with your lessons?
It takes quite a bit to get to the point where your hand knows without thinking about it, yes.
Yes.
It took me 10 years to become a top tournament player. It's a very cerebral game. Matter of fact, table tennis has been shown by research to be the best game there is for your brain as you age. It helps prevent Alzheimer's, and we actually have an Alzheimer's program here where people who are already diagnosed with that come and play.
Oh, I didn't know that, Len. That's really interesting. That's wonderful. So if you are playing it and your mind is on it, but sometimes you just have to depend on that muscle memory, don't you?
Oh, yes, indeed. You don't want to think about it. You want your hand to know. You got to change your bat angle against top spin, against chop, etc. Against side spin.
Yes.
You have to change the bat angle on every stroke.
I see.
So it takes a lot of quick awareness.
Yes, right. It's almost instinctive or something. After a while, yes.
Instinctive, yes. Yep.
Now, do you play better if you're playing with somebody that's a little bit stronger a player themselves?
That helps to become a stronger player, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So who do you play with?
Well, I play with anybody. I'm known as someone who will play doubles with anybody.
Good.
And it hasn't helped my playing strength either, I would think.
Well, I mean, is it like some other sports that you play that you kind of plateau after a while, and then you'll sit there for a while, and then you have to...
To some extent, that's true, yeah.
And then you can take another lesson, or you play with somebody that's really good and strong. And
Practicing against strong players helps an awful lot, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So what do we expect to see today? Are we going to see some outstanding players?
There are outstanding players here, especially on table 1, but actually even on table 4, there'll be one very strong group that will almost surely win the gold medal against the older players there. There's an 80-year-old who is quite a strong player.
Yes.
Other than that, the best players will be on table 1, yes.
And did you say that we have someone here who is the oldest player in any of the village games?
Yes, Berta Spiesman, age 92. As a matter of fact, they've got her listed as 93 in the Globe, is the oldest player in any of the, what did they have, 20-some sports? She's older than anybody in any sport in the village games, yes. She'll be playing on table 4.
Right. And has she been playing table tennis a while? Or?
Oh, she's been playing for an awful lot of years. Matter of fact, I really admire Berta because she hurt her right shoulder at age 90 and switched to playing left-handed at age 90. So she's been playing well over 2 years with her left hand.
I'm so impressed.
That's admirable.
Wow, we've got to get Berta on camera, don't we?
You better do that.
That is remarkable.
She is impressive, yeah.
Well, it's a great sport to watch. It's a great sport, I'm sure, to play because I think you can get instantly mediocre at it the first time you play, and then it takes a long time to become expert, right?
Really good.
And
but there's more laughter going on in this room than any place else in the world.
You know,
funny things happen at this game.
I noticed that. You're a fun group here, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Table tennis appeals to highly educated people because it is a cerebral sport, and there's an awful lot of fun and amazing amount of laughter here every day.
That's the best. Yeah.
It is.
On top of getting good skills and athleticism and all of that, you're having fun at the same time. It's really great.
And it's good for your brain, yeah.
Well, Len, I thank you so much for talking with us today. We're going to get some good shots of all of this play, and we're going to find Berta, and we're going to watch her for a bit,
okay,
and really enjoy all this. So thanks for spending some time with us today, Len.
Thank you. My pleasure.
We'll be right back.
Your full attention.
Feminist?
Take a seat, gentlemen.
If you get in my way, they're gonna be planning your funeral.
Got the power.
David's in jail? Where?
Here in San Antonio, ma'am. I'm David's lawyer, and I'm trying to get him out of jail.
Well, what do you need me to do?
Why, $700, or better yet, send me a credit card number and I'll get him out of jail immediately.
When in doubt, hang up. Scammers will find family facts for an emotional effect.
Oh, can I talk to him?
I'm sorry, ma'am. He's in jail. If you want to get him out, you got to get me $700 immediately.
If at all in doubt, hang up. It could save you from financial ruin.
I hope you have a great day today.
Oh, I respect it.
There's your meals, and we'll see you later.
Thank you very much for coming.
Bye-bye.
This is AgeWell Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
We're just in the mini gym. This is going to be men's doubles for pickleball, and I'm talking to Ajit.
Gidwani.
And
Chris Kesabam.
And you two are playing together, is that correct?
Yep. That's correct.
Okay, what does that mean? That it's just you two on the team, and then you have an opposing team? How does this work?
Yeah, we have an opposing team that is You lose twice, you're out. If you win, then you go on to the next level.
Okay. Is that how you usually play?
That's how we usually play.
Okay. So that means now you're at the first level, and this is so that like the eliminations, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It is the elimination. From here, you'll go to the next level, and from there on, you'll go to the top level, to the gold medal.
Okay. Okay. So how do you think you're going to do?
We're going to win, of course.
You're going to win, of course. Have you been practicing?
A lot.
Okay. All right. So how did you qualify for this? Were there tryouts or something?
No, they look at your game as to how well you play, and then they level you accordingly.
Okay.
There was some tryout. He was trying me out as a partner.
Oh, okay. He wasn't.
To see if he would play with me or not.
He wasn't sure.
No, he wasn't sure.
Oh, so you had to win him over as a partner?
Exactly.
Wow, that's really interesting.
No, he's a better player than me. He's just fooling with you.
So tell me something. Is a sense of humor really important when you're playing pickleball?
Absolutely. If you have to have, that is the most important thing required. Sense of humor and integrity.
Integrity. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of fun?
We always have fun. Because if you make a mistake, you laugh at yourself.
Oh. Or somebody else.
Or somebody else. It's more fun to laugh at somebody else.
How bad? Okay.
That gets them upset.
Oh, great. All right. So I'll let you go. I know you have to go and warm up because you're in the first match, right?
Probably yes.
Yes. Okay. So we don't want you to fall behind because you were talking to us. So good job, and I hope you win, and I hope you get the big trophy. Is there a big trophy?
Nah, it's just a little medal.
Well, I hope you win a lot of medals today. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. So now we're speaking with Joan Brown, who is the president of the Pickleball Club. Hi, Joan.
Hi.
So this is an exciting day. This is the Village Games, and this is the men's doubles.
Right.
And I want to ask you a little bit about, we're in an indoor court here, and I know we have a newly finished outdoor court.
Right.
Tell me why we have both.
A lot of people cannot play outside. They have issues with the sun and their skin. A lot of skin cancer seems to be in Southern California,
Yes.
and so they can't play outside.
Yes.
So they do play indoors, and we pack the courts here. We pack the courts there. So some people play both. A lot of people don't. They play one or the other because of whatever reason.
Well, it's a little bit climate controlled in here too. It's a little cooler if it's a hot day outside,
Or
and so
a rainy day, right?
Yes. Okay. So that's wonderful. And now you've been the president for how long?
Since the club began in 2012.
No kidding. And are you a really good pickleball player?
I'm a pretty good pickleball player, yeah.
Yes. Now, are you in the Village Games too?
No, I'm coordinating the outdoor games, and Joanne Sernokis is coordinating the indoor games.
I see.
This
Okay.
year.
Okay. Well, it's a simple game, and yet at the same time it has some complexity because you have multiple players. You've got rules of the game. You've got your position on the court. You've got lots of things to pay attention to. Now, tell us a little bit about the scoring.
Okay. Well, all of pickleball was developed in 1960. It was either 4 or 5 up in Bainbridge Island in Washington. And the reason they developed it with all the quirks to it is to even out the players. So like in tennis, a tall player can have an overpowering serve.
Yes.
Here the serve is underhanded. And so you also can't charge the net. You have to stay 7 feet back from the net, what we call the kitchen line.
Yes.
So there's rules that make it a little bit confusing, but we also, in the scoring, there's 3 numbers. There's my score, my opponent's score, and then there's who's serving, because it's like a side out, so that each player gets, on a team, gets the serve. And when they lose their serve, they don't make a point, then it goes to the other side. So there's 3 numbers that are called out in the score.
So it's really kind of designed for a little bit more fair play, and even now you can have a really strong serve, and you can have some power in your game too, though, can't you?
Yeah, it's like tennis. You can be an aggressive, strong player, but part of the game is dinking.
Yes.
And for some reason, indoors there's less dinking that goes on than outdoors. I can't figure out why. I think it has to do with the wood floor, but a soft game. And so you'll hit it soft, they'll return it soft, in the kitchen area.
Yes.
and then somebody will make a mistake and put it up a little high, and the other person puts it away. And so it's a different strategy to the game, not just power.
Right. So there are strategies and there are techniques and things, and I'm sure it is a fun game to watch too. I know we have a lot of observers today, not because it's just because it's the Village Games, but it's a fun game to watch. You know,
and it's a fun game to play, so that most of the people that play are really easygoing, very nice people, and it's very fun.
Yes. Now, do they stay on the court for a long time? How long are you playing each time you're out there playing?
Well, we try to keep as many people playing quickly, and so now we have 7 courts. It's much better than it used to be. With 4, we just spent more time waiting to play than actually playing. But even still, we play 1 game for first to 11 points by 2.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How do you win? So you win by getting 11 points.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Well, this is very exciting. Are there some folks here that I think are going to be, a sure thing to win the whole thing?
No sure things. No sure things. Never a sure thing. But we played women's yesterday, and they're very close matches. Very close. So it was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh my goodness, that's really exciting. Well, I know all the players are really jazzed today. We were talking to them before the game, and they're really excited about playing. So this is really wonderful.
It'll be fun. It'll be a fun afternoon.
And I mentioned to you before, I've talked to people who told me they moved to Laguna Woods so that they could be near a lot of pickleball. Isn't that something?
It's been a really popular sport since it began, and in the last 10 years it's just spreading like wildfire everywhere.
You think that's because if you're a tennis player, now you can play tennis and pickleball, and maybe transition to just pickleball at some point because it's
less running.
Yeah,
and you still have the fun part of it, the net game. So it's perfect sport.
Yes. Oh, I agree. Well, and you can become intermediate at it rather quickly. The expert level takes a whole lot longer.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, Joan, I'm going to let you get back to the game because I know you have a lot of responsibility today, and thanks so much for talking to us.
Thanks for covering it.
Of course.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they're a part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch, and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Adapt to It believes that you should be able to do the activities at home that are important to you. Being safe and independent in bathing and mobility will make you feel happy and self-sufficient. Let the professionals at Adapt to It assist you to choose the perfect items to help you live the beautiful life you deserve. Adapt to It delivers, bills Medicare, and many of our products are made here in the USA. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
Now we're speaking with Ed, a pagan cop who is the coordinator for Bocce Ball for the Village Games. Hi, Ed. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. So you got a lot of folks here today, and this is your event for. Is it mixed?
This is the mixed doubles, men and women, couples.
Okay.
Right.
So they've been practicing a lot for this, I'm assuming.
Some have. There's some I've never seen here since last year. So it's a game that you can pick it up and. Comes right back to you.
Well, I did speak with one person, and she said, I kind of do this, once a year or every so often because I like doing it. I like the competition, but I do other sports. So this is one that you can kind of get right back into. Is that it?
That's right. That's right. We we're down here 3 times a week, and it's just strictly a social gathering, just like the old days in Italy when the men went out and played bocce, and the women all were in the kitchen fixing dinner for everybody, and just everybody having a good time. And that's what we do. We just have a good time.
So, and you told me this isn't just the bocce club, it's the bocce and social club.
Social club, that's right. Yes, we have evening socials at Clubhouse 2, second Tuesday of each month, except in the summer. And in the summer this year, we're going to have a pizza night for not only members, but their guests and friends to come on down. And we just had an open house last Sunday, and we had about 60 people here just to see what bocce was all about.
Oh, I like that. Now, it seems to be a game that, it has some accuracy involved, but it doesn't have a lot of, physical strength involved or anything like that. So it's concentration. And what would be some of the other things that you need to have to play this game?
Gosh, there's not much we even have a ramp so somebody in a wheelchair can get down onto the courts and play.
I noticed that over at the entrance to the court. That's great.
Handicapped accessible.
Yes.
So they're more than welcome. We had a lady here for years who had a little motorized scooter, and she was right in and out of that course all the time.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's great. So, but you do have to learn the rules of the game, and is that complicated? Is that complex?
Yeah, it probably takes, maybe a minute.
No.
It's that simple.
I must have been struggling on the wrong rules or something.
Yeah, you throw the ball, and when it ends up, the ball closest to the jack gets the point.
Okay, and the jack is that little smaller ball, right? Okay.
In Italy, in Italian, it's a pallino.
Pallino.
Right.
Okay. Now, I used to live in Pasadena, and I mentioned to somebody that I would go out on Sunday mornings, and there was a lot of the gentlemen, again, all dressed in white. They were playing bocce on the lawn, and people would come, and lots of people would come and watch them do it. It was kind of a tradition. So is that something, is that part of the tradition of bocce?
Not here. That might have been in the old country, and but there may be some places where they socialize and they do that. But here, no, just dress casually.
Yep.
Please wear closed-toed shoes if you can, because you're kicking the balls around and bringing them back to play the next round. So it's handier to have closed-toed shoes on. That's about the only requirement. And a soft sole, so you don't wreck the carpet with hiking boots or something like that.
Right, sure, or your high heels. So you don't have to even have your own equipment. You have the balls and so forth all here?
Right, it's all furnished, all ready to go. And just as a little invitation, if you really want to have a good time, have a little wine, a little cheese, come on down on Thursday nights.
Yeah, it could probably improve your game.
Not only, it improves your game, yeah.
Now, a little bit of history on it. It started here in 1970 in Laguna Woods.
The ribbon cutting ceremony was May 1st, 1970, and that was when the courts were finished and ready to be played on. I think the buildings themselves hadn't quite been finished yet, but yep.
Now, a different court, though, because we have an artificial turf here now. What was the original court?
Originally, it was sand, or a mixture of sand and oyster shells and stuff.
Now, that has to affect the play, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, you could play different. You could throw the ball. Now, here you have to roll the ball because of the hard surface.
I see.
But then you could have thrown the ball down there like they do on grass.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So, like lawn bowling type of thing. Okay, so today, now you've got a competition. Is this the final for this group, this mixed group?
Yes, this is, we have on Tuesday we had the men's singles. On Wednesday we had the women's singles. And then today we have the mixed doubles. And that will be all there is for bocce as part of the village games this year.
Do you know how long bocce's been in the village games?
Well, ever since it started. So whenever that was, I'm not sure. But
well, this is the 16th annual village games this year, so it's been
we've been in it 16 years.
16 years. And going strong.
Time goes by so fast.
It certainly does. And then you told me you have this is a large group. Not today, but the club itself is really large.
Yes, we have over 200 members. So when they don't all come at one time to play.
Well, apparently they don't all come to play. They come to the other social parts of it.
A lot of people is the social side of it.
Yeah.
They come and watch. They come to play bingo when we have a bingo night, or they come to dinner dance socials. We have 4 dinner dance socials tonight.
So bocce's just kind of secondary to this thing, right?
Well, maybe to them for that night only.
I'm kidding you. But it sounds like a fun group. It sounds like people just like to get together. This is something you can do. Bingo is something you can do. You can now. Do you have dances?
Yes. Yes, we have dinner dance.
This is great.
A sit-down dinner, usually catered by Yolanda, and a dance following.
That's
and
the
dance
best.
during dinner too, if you want. The band's playing all the time.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and if they want to know more about it, we're going to post some information. Some how do you participate kind of information on the end of our show. So how would they learn more about this?
Well, any Tuesday or Thursday or Sunday, come down at 1:30. That's when we start. There'll be posts here on the when we go to our evening hours, probably the beginning of June. It'll be posted on our bulletin board. If they're interested in joining, there's sign-up forms here to join the club. You do not have to be a member of the club to participate.
And let me just mention, when you say here, we are in Clubhouse 1. We're just out in the front of the Clubhouse 1 swimming pool.
Right next to the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you get hot, you just go over, take a dip, come back.
You know, it's the best. Or you can go and get a workout in the fitness center, which is right next door too. So it's really centrally located.
That, yes.
No. Well, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. I see a lot of people really enjoying this. It's stress-free, and I guess there are some really good health benefits here. But I think a lot of it is probably more cognitive.
Oh yes. I don't know how healthy it is to bend over and throw the ball. It's exercise. Not extreme exercise or heavy exercise. Sure. Very light exercise, and
But focus, understanding the rules of the play, all of that.
Like I say, it probably, if you've never played bocce before, I would guess within 2 minutes, you'd feel at home playing bocce.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I come to this clubhouse a lot, and every time I come and park in this parking lot, I see everybody's having a fun time here at the bocce courts.
Right. We are the friendliest club in Laguna Woods Village. You know that. That is our motto.
I've heard several clubs say that.
No, that's our original model. It's been since the day the club was formed.
Is that right?
Yep. So anybody that claims that is just stealing it from us. But they're all the clubs are fun. Yeah. That's the whole purpose of living in Laguna Woods.
I know. I agree. Yeah. I agree. Well, it looks like a lot of fun. I hope that people see this. I hope they become more interested in bocce. Come down, check it out on the days that you suggest, because you've got activities with food and wine and fun, and become part of this group.
That's right. Absolutely, more than welcome. Yep. Please come down. Okay.
Well, thanks, Ed. We really appreciate you talking to us today and inviting us into your space. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us today as we showcased 3 of the village games. Many, many thanks to Len Hauer, also Judy Brown, Ajit Gidwani, Chris Kasbaum, and Ed Pagenkop. We thank you so much for joining us today. And I also want to have a great big hooray and shout out to Berta Spiesman, who is the eldest athlete in the Village Games this year. You are a champion to us, Berta. We hope that you watch us every Wednesday morning at 9:30 on Village Television. And be sure to like us on Village Television YouTube and join us every time. Where? Right here at Discovering Laguna Woods.